What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can change the natures of your Pokemon using mints inside of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Now, if you don't know, every Pokemon comes with its own unique nature, and every nature gives its own different buffs as well as its own nerfs. So this can be very important if you want to have some powerful Pokemon, and especially if you want to use Pokemon in terms of competitive battles. So if you ever want to take a look at the nature for your Pokemon, all you got to do is go over to your Pokemon and then go over here and click on check summary. So if I go to my Ampharos here, for example, if we head on over all the way to the right, it says here, this Pokemon is pretty quiet by nature. So it has a quiet nature. And then if we take a look at its stats here, you can see that all of its stats are listed, but where it says special attack, it has that little red arrow that is pointing up, but then for speed, it has that blue arrow that's pointing down. So what this means is that because of this quiet nature, this Ampharos' special attack is going to be going up, and it's going to be getting buffed, but at the cost of it, it's going to be getting lowered speed. Now, for this Ampharos in particular, it's not really that bad because this is a pretty good nature to have because it does have some pretty hard-hitting special attacking moves like Power Gem and Discharge, but Ampharos isn't really like a super fast Pokemon anyway, so sacrificing speed really isn't a big deal. So it's pretty good to have the right types of natures on your Pokemon. And they can definitely be very useful if you want to have a pretty defensive Pokemon with like a really high defense stat or an attacking Pokemon with some really good offenses. But sometimes it's possible that you could catch a Pokemon with an absolute awful nature. Maybe it's a shiny Pokemon or a very special Pokemon that you really want to use, but it just has the worst possible nature. So you can actually change that inside of these games using mints, and that's what I'm going to show you. And for that example, we're going to be using my Staravia right here, where you can take a look and see that it has a rash nature, and in doing its rash nature, it basically has its special attack go up, but its special defense go down. So this is honestly one of the worst possible natures that you could have for a Staravia, because once it does evolve into Staraptor, it's going to be a very hard-hitting physical attacking Pokemon. Like you're going to be teaching Staraptor moves like Close Combat and Fly and Brave Bird and stuff like that. You're barely going to be teaching it any special attacking moves. So to have your special attack stat go up, it's awful. And then especially having your special defense stat go down, that's really bad too, because one of its weaknesses is ice and electric type moves. So a lot of people are going to be hitting you with Thunderbolt and Ice Beam and stuff like that. So you don't want to be getting hit by those types of moves. So definitely sacrificing your special defense stat is not a good thing to do. So I'm going to be showing you guys how you can change the natures for your Pokemon. So in order to change the natures for your Pokemon, the first thing that we're going to do is fly over to the ice town at the very top here, known as Montenvera. So once we fly over here, we're going to go to this town because this town is actually going to have the shop that has the mints that we're going to be using to be able to change the natures for our Pokemon. So I think you can get here and be able to purchase these products once you have, I think, about like 5 or 6 gym badges. So once we head on over here, all we got to do is go up to the top right here and go into this green building right here, which basically has all of the different types of mints. So it's called Chansey Supply. We just click on buy here, and there's a lot of really good useful items that you can buy here, but we're going to be heading on over all the way to the bottom, and you can see right here there's so many different types of mints here for every type of nature. Now if you want to know what type of nature gives the best buffs and the best nerfs, I'll have this chart up on screen right now so you guys can take a look and compare and see what you would want for your Pokemon. But in our case right here with the Staravia, the best possible nature to get here is the Adamant Mint, which is basically going to make our attack stat go up, but the special attack is going to go down, which is perfectly fine because I'm not going to teach this thing any special attacking moves. So they're $20,000 each, which is actually really less than how hard it was to get in previous games because you had to use battle facilities and get BP and stuff. So it was very hard before. But yeah, we pretty much just do that. And now that we have that, we can actually take a look and see the stats of this Pokemon change when we use it. So for example, let's just take a look at our Staravia before. Let's take a look at its stats. It has 30 in its attack stat, and it has 19 in its special attack stat. So now we're going to be going on over and using our mint. So that is going to be located in this candy section right here. We've got our Adamant Mint. I'm going to be using the Adamant Mint, giving it to our Staravia. We're going to be changing that right there. And remember, we had 30 in its attack stat before, so now if we take a look at its summary now, what does it change to? It's changed to 33, and the special attack now is going down. We can even see it's indicated by the red arrow and the blue arrow. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't actually change the actual nature itself. Like if we go to the nature, it still says it's a rash nature. However, the effects are now as if it was an adamant nature, so it can be used in terms of competitive play, and it's going to act just like it was if you caught a adamant Staravia. So yeah, that is pretty much how you you can change the natures for any Pokemon inside of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. I hope this video helped you guys out. If you did like it, then definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be having some more videos about Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet very soon. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero if you ever want to be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of awesome people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros. And Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching.